Welcome back to TGIF. Shout out to the 3,400 people in the chat, keeping it very, very lively. If you are feeling the show, give me some thumbs up and some flames, and we're going to read all your comments later on. But right now, we got to introduce our guest. Joining us is a trauma specialist and one of the co-hosts of FOXSOUL's returning show, The House, the most beautifully produced show on the network. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Before we talk to her, let's take a sneak peek of season 2 of her show.
Important why she went there. And sometimes, we can be curious about something. But I always say, just because somebody asks you a question, you're not obligated to answer it.
Right.
And then we can all say it ain't none of your damn business.
You're right. And that was a very classy-based answer, and I respect you a lot for standing in the gap for Cheryl. Cheryl, what did you go to prison for?
Please welcome Cheryl Rich. What's that?
Welcome,
Hey, Cheryl.
Oh, wow. Thank you all for having me here. I'm here with royalty, and I'm just honored in this moment. Funky Dineva would not let up, and I'm just honored to be here. Thank you.
Well, in the spirit of Funky Dineva not letting up, you got to answer the questions right out the gate. What the hell did you go to prison for? We are nosy. We need to know.
Well, I'm glad you asked. If you look at my criminal record, and being an ex-convict, it's public record. But what did I go to prison for? Car theft, drug sales, check fraud. I was the other half of Clyde. I was Bonnie.
Ooh.
In a whole lot of pain in the ghetto streets of Cleveland. From a mother who didn't want me, and I was looking for some kind of connection. So drugged out, wilding out. The details is in the criminal record, because once you come out of prison, you never, ever get to live it down. But I'm here standing tall, and I wish I could change it, but here I am, and I'm honored to be here.
You know what? You don't have to change it. That's part of your story. And it actually makes you even more of a beautiful person, success story to have that kind of beginning. And I went to school in Cleveland, and I know I'm very familiar about the East Side. I was all about that 216. I used to work in Tower City and Superior and all that. I mean, I saw a lot of crime there, and it was tough. It's tough to get out of there.
Yes.
And for you to come from that, and now you're on a highly rated, very good talk show. That's a success story, Cheryl. And that's something to be proud of and not be ashamed of any of your steps that led to this.
Well, I thank you so much for saying that, because there's a little girl laying in the penitentiary right now with a syringe full of heroin in her veins. And I believe that's why the creator of all of heaven and earth saved my life. And to be here with all of you in this moment, FOXSOUL, for all of you, the house says thank you. Kurt T. Jones, Doug DeLuca, the creator, Aaron Johnson Levy, you all, thank you for giving us this platform. We are grateful.
And you are, real quick before we get to Al's question, I already know the answer to this. Are you excited about season 2 of The House?
I keep saying a long way from the penitentiary. No, I just got to keep it real. You hear that, Funky? Long way.
Let me tell you about this lady. So we get on set, and I'm not knowing what to expect. This lady was having a personal party, baby. She had a speaker in her Bluetooth speaker, and she was walking around the set playing California Love. And I was like, who is this woman just walking through set like a Tasmanian devil having her own party? And then before you know it, we got to playing Tina Turner's Rolling on the River. We reenacted the whole thing. We had the whole set dancing. When I tell you Cheryl is a good time, Cheryl is a good time.
Listen, let me tell y'all the truth. Funky Dineva came in there with razor blades and knives and everything. And we looked at each other. We had to do the funky chicken. First, Funky did the funky chicken. I don't know if you don't know the funky chicken. Google that. I did the funky chicken, and we looked at each other and we said, let's funky chicken together.
Oh, wow.
And I felt warmth. Chris and Tony, all my hosts, they said the warmth that Funky Dineva gave me, man, I'm telling you. And I'm here because you put the word out first.
Love to hear it.
Cheryl, you have used your Instagram to post a lot of empowering messages. And one that really stuck out to me was the one that you said, for the people who choose to live in a box, come free yourself. Can you tell me, what's the inspiration behind that? Choose to be free, you said. Does that come from your journey?
Does that come from your sexuality journey? Does that come from your criminal journey, your life journey? Where does that come from?
I am really glad you said that. Thank you, Al, for looking through my IG. It is our psyche. I was pregnant at 11 years old. The book is coming. It's called Naked Insanity or Naked Innocence. Still deciding on that. So by 12 years old, I'm a mother, and I became a sideshow, a freak, and everybody tortured me. So I know, and I came out of a mother that, couldn't afford me. So I know self-hatred to the core. I know that many of us are so hurt inside that we want to make others feel bad. We want them to get in a box of pain with us. Mm-hmm. So that's why you see me on my social media, running through the streets when I feed a homeless person. And I call myself the pillow fairy. I'm running through the streets of ghetto of LA, giving pillows at night to homeless people. It's because I know the pain to the core. And I know all people just want to be free.
Okay.
So Cheryl, you are 1/4 of this LGBTQIAZY duo. What letter are you of that whole situation?
Funky Dineva. Chris last season said, we gonna call it, we gotta add W, whatever. Right? My saying is, at 17 years old, I went to my first gay bar. I saw the most beautiful woman, and it saddens me when women can't say that they look at a voluptuous booty, or maybe a female's legs and don't have some type of feeling of, wow, that look good. I mean, it's because we're taught to be in a box. So 17, I've sucked it. I've licked it. What can I say? I used to be gay. I used to be straight. Now I don't claim no titles. I say I just want to get in bed and go to sleep by 8. So what letter am I? I'm love. I'm L.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, Kanye.
There was a really vulnerable moment you guys will see in the episode that Cheryl and I had over substance abuse or whatever. Cheryl, can you talk to us a little bit about your issues with addiction and substance abuse?
Most definitely. Another shame that I'm supposed to be up under a rock about, I started shooting dope at about 13 years old. I was told I was bad after I had that baby. And I say that baby because he got his wings. We all gonna get our wings and fly away. My son left his body. And so by the time I'm a 12-year-old kid, I'm a mother, everybody said, you bad, you bad, you bad. And what does a kid do when you tell him that? I say to everyone, thank goodness for the viewers here. Thank goodness for your show and you all coming. Do not tell a child that they're bad because that's a kid's mind. So I internalized that. I skipped over marijuana, cigarettes, liquor. How bad can you get? Shooting heroin. So I've been there. I know drug addiction. I was addicted to heroin to kick it. I don't even have to say that's what you call in pain. So when I see trauma, when I understand self-hatred, I can spot it from a mile away. And I'm clean. I got out of prison. I went to prison February 11th, 1985. I got out July 11th, 1989. February 11th, 1985, I was rescued, not arrested. I don't do anything now. I get high for walking the beach and riding a bike and yoga 20 plus years.
I love it.
Cheryl, I am so fascinated with your story. Like the book, whatever, when's that book coming out? Because I want to know all of this for someone to have gone through so much by 13 and then have this peaceful aura about yourself right now. As we discuss season 2 of your show is a story that I want to read about. So
all I can say is that, once I had the baby, it was over. I just separated from life. And I was outside. I just disassociated. So my writing has been 4th to 6th grade level. Yes, with a master's in clinical psychology. I know willpower, but I've been little at a time. And I finally found an editor after 30 plus years. Her name is Rayanne, and she's working hand in hand with me. And we're thinking maybe by the end of the month, we'll finally have.
Wow.
Real quick before we wrap you, Cheryl, I want to read a comment from Saliba YA. Says, I'm so sorry that happened to you. You are a child. I'm so sorry that happened to you. You are a child. You are not to blame. We should be rescuing you and rooting for you and supporting you all the way around. So there's a lot of love for you in the chat. They are fascinated with you, Cheryl, and I'm sure they're all going to tune into your show right here on Fox Soul. Cheryl, what else can we expect to see in season 2 of The House? I mean, if it's this kind of vulnerability and conversation, we're here for it.
Man, my co-hosts, we coming with it. Chris, Antonio, Aaron Johnson Levy, creator of the show. Kurt T. Jones carried us on his back. Doug fought for us. The whole crew at the house. We're inside Fox Soul's house, and we coming with truth. We coming with our hearts so that we can free people and free souls, and so that nobody will want to punch nobody, baby. What if? What if we could live in a world where we truly support and understand no outside force dictate your peace? What if? That's what the house is coming for. Y'all join us. Thank you.
Wow.
It airs.
Thanks, Cheryl.
We are so excited to have The House back on Fox Soul for another season. Thanks again, Cheryl, for joining us. Make sure you catch the premiere of The House this Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's on Fox Soul. Set your reminders, tell a friend. These people are putting their hearts out there and their experiences. And, you know, it's a show for everybody.
And remember too, I'm the first guest on the first episode, and you guys are going to get pieces of my story that have never been revealed before. So
wow,
it's gonna be a nice episode.
And
I'm so sorry I forgot to mention that. That is going to be a fantastic collaboration right there. Funky Dineva on The House for the premiere episode of episode 2. So there's multiple reasons for you to check out that show. So please don't miss it.
And
Cheryl,
parents, I just want to say that got kids. It's all inclusive. We are about everybody. And so come on over to the house. Thank you all. Thank you.
We will be supporting you. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Bye, y'all.
We're taking a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more. Make sure you set that reminder for The House this Friday. We'll see you after the break.